Today I want to talk to you about something that might feel unfamiliar for some, but it's really important to see the new reality we're living in. Let's think about the call we have from Christ. Go out into the highways and into the hedges. And for centuries, these highways were literal physical places where people gathered. Now, if Jesus were calling us today, what would be those new highways? The modern Times Square is no longer limited to a physical location. It's digital. It's a place where people carry around in their pockets. The mission field isn't what it used to be. Social media has become one of the most powerful main streets that we need to walk down. A place where we can reach people at any time and at any place. Now, I know some of you might feel hesitant. I understand. It's really a different world in the digital space. And it's tempting just to want to stay with what's familiar. Just as people once stood on the literal street corners to proclaim the gospel, there's a world out there scrolling right past us. And as believers, I believe it's important to take up this mantle. Now, if you're asking, why should a church even care about social media? I would say, imagine standing on the shore of a vast ocean. These waves represent the rapid flow of information and trends that sweep across the world through social media. To ignore this ocean is missing the opportunities it presents for sharing the message of Christ. Instead of watching from the beach, Christians are called to swim into the currents, navigating them wisely, using tools of social media to connect with others, to share his hope and his light. And just as skilled swimmers learn to understand the waves and the currents, Christians must learn to navigate the complexities of social media. This means actively participating, engaging in conversations, and using platforms to spread love and truth, rather than standing back and letting the tide carry the message elsewhere. You see, by 2030, it's projected that 90% of the world will have access to the internet. Right now, over 60% of the global population already uses social media. That's nearly 2 out of 3 people. Consider this, more than 25% of online users actively seek spiritual content, indicating that people already are on these digital highways and are open to faith-based messages. There's more than just these faith-based videos. There's also this aspect of the higher engagement rates, often with viewers watching longer than they would for other types of content, demonstrating a genuine interest and a desire to grow. Even Joe Rogan suggests this with, many young people today sense something missing in their modern life, leading them to seek out Christian morals for guidance. For young men, this means reconnecting with the values of masculinity and responsibility, while many young women are drawn to even just the more traditional values, providing a sense of stability and belonging. You see, the biggest street we need to walk down right now is social media. For each meaningful online connection made, about 1/3 of people may eventually visit a church. Imagine the potential impact reaching these souls through a ministry that begins online. These stats tell us that young people and even many older people are looking for meaning, are looking for hope, and yes, they're even looking for Jesus. But here's the challenge. No one goes to war without counting the costs. I'm not asking you to dive in without purpose. Start small. Look what you have in your community and what's resonating, and take a step in that direction. I want to encourage you with 3 key steps to prayerfully will help you, start on these platforms. First is understand the platforms. Find one that's popular in your community. Don't worry about having a polished presence in it one day. Take it slow, post simple, relatable content that reflects the message of your gospel-focused niche. Don't think of this as a task, but as an extension of your ministry. The second one is people. Build connections. Understand, your digital culture. Use this as a space to reach those who may never step into church. A few powerful messages consistently shared can plant seeds that will bear fruit. And thirdly, pray. Pray for guidance. Pray that the Lord will reveal just if, when, and even how, you should engage with people online. Sometimes he's calling us to reach out, and other times, he may raise up someone that can take a lead in this area for you. But pray specifically for strength to break past the fears of the unknown. I want to encourage you to remember, Jesus often went where others wouldn't. Right now, that space is the digital landscape. We can reach out without compromising our messages. We can meet people where they're at, just as Jesus did. So I'm here to say, if you're watching this, I believe God is stirring up within you a passion to make a difference. Don't hesitate. Don't hold back. Connect with me if you'd like to explore what what this can look like for your ministry. Together, we can make the gospel known in every highway and in every hedge, even if it's on the digital streets of tomorrow. I want to say thanks again for watching. Subscribe and be part of a mission to reach every corner of the world. Let's connect. Let's share ideas. Let's make an impact together. And I'll see you in the comments below. Have a blessed day.